Hello, crafty friends. Good to see you out there today. I hope everybody's doing well. Hey, I think I'll start out with our Teddy cam before I get my desk all messy. Come here, Ted. Come here, Ted. Oh, he's already here. He's under my chair. Come here. Come up here. The worst possible place to pick you up from. The worst possible place to pick you up from. You know what? I'm happy to be here, though. I'm happy to be here. See all my friends. Get my treats. Put it in my treats. I got to. I've got to have my treats. I have to have them, because I'm a pretty boy. He went to the groomers, got his hair done, has a new do. Yeah, so two little pieces today. I'll have two little ones, which will make one longer one. That should be okay with you, huh? That should be okay with you. You want to turn around where people can see it? Here, turn around so you can see your pretty bow. Oh, there he is. There he is. He's such a good boy. He's such a good boy. Yes. We say, let's go to work, and he beats us to the door. He'd say, oh, yeah, my work is good. All I have to do is sit, look cute. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, you're laying down so nicely. Yes. You're a good boy. Hi, Catherine. Thank you. There's Irene. Mary. Okay. All right. That's my sweet puppy. Okay, that's it. Ready to get down? I need to go see Daddy sleeping. Oh, he's making he's crocheting today, so probably not. Oh, we are in for a treat today, I think, because we're doing something very unusual and very fun. So I'm going to start us out today with one card kit, and we're going to switch to another. I have the Artful card kits on sale for buy one get one in the store. You look at and it'll say Artful card kits 2 for 1. And this is one of those kits, and then we're going to play with a different one of those kits as well. So, okay. This is called the movable stage card. And we're going to make these today. How cute is that? Super cute. So easy to do, too. So very easy to do. So that's one stage card. You can see that these fold flat to go on the envelope. This is another one. You know I'm going to love this. What's better? I have a forest card and I have a ocean card.
Catherine's wanting to know, is your top dragonflies or butterflies?
Butterflies. Butterflies. I'm covered in butterflies today. Pink and blue butterflies. So, isn't that gorgeous? Easy. Easy peasy. And we're going to make that. Okay. We're going to make those. That's one of our kits. That's called the Center Stage Foiled Movable Cards. And we're going to make this. We're also going to make these back in their envelopes so they stay nice. Hi, Terry. Terry says, you're looking handsome today. Teddy. Teddy looking handsome today. Good morning, back over here. Does that mean I get more treats? Nope, sorry, baby. Handsome you are, but you don't get more treats. Well, let me show you what my other kit. We're also going to work with the Gorgeously Gilded kit. I was doing my kit looks messy because I was working with it last night, making up a few samples ahead so we'd have as many samples as possible. This is Gorgeously Gilded, and this has 4 sheets of brightly gilded toppers and some backing sheets. So this one I made last night. I think it's pretty. This one I made last night. On this one, I added some gems, and I added gems to the last one too. And I added some little birdie flowers. Just seemed appropriate to add little birdie flowers to this little birdie card. Okay. And wish. I have some secrets about these I'll share with you later. And one more, I made a gatefold card with little birdies, and it has little birdie flowers on it. And you are truly wonderful inside. Little birdie cards. They're not little birdie, they're gorgeously gilded cards. So let's start with one of the center stage cards first. And we'll pick one we haven't done yet. So it comes with, each one of these kits make 8 cards that come with all the pieces and the envelopes. And let's do the gilded cage. Beautiful purple card base. So you pick out your card base. Looks like this. It's already scored and die cut for you. And then we're going to pick out our toppers. And they're really easy on this set because the toppers are already arranged by card group. So I just need these 2 sheets to get started. I'll slide these back for now. And let's get going on this. Can you pull the camera up more on my table? There we go. That's better. I'll focus on my work and not on my tummy. Oops, got 2 of those. Only need 1. This one?
Yes.
It's just a shadow. Okay. I can do that. Okay, we're going to pop out our base. These pop out pretty easily. Die cutting on these is not quite as good as Hunky Dory, but they're still pretty darn good. These were made by hot off the press. We've had them for quite a while, which is one of the reasons I decided that we were going to do a buy one, get one. And I think after you've seen these, you're going to want to try this card because this is just really fun. Fun and easy. Popping my pieces out.
Catherine asks about how your birthday crab cakes
Oh, my crab cakes were so good. And then I had crab cakes leftovers like 2 or 3 days afterwards. So delicious. My goodness. My kid can make crab cakes for sure, for sure. Oh boy, they were good. Okay, we're going to start by building our base. We have 5 pieces to our base. We're going to score this, and you can see the inside of our card has the A, B, C, D on it, and the outside has the E. Hey, Glenn. How you doing, buddy? Okay, so I'm going to take my little tabs, and I'm going to fold up the A and the B tabs. I'm going to put a little bit of my handy dandy finger lift tape on these tabs. What did Bryce have for his birthday food? We had a weird birthday food because we had class that night. We did like leftovers or something, fruit and leftovers maybe.
Something. We're actually extending it for, well, Debbie's birthday and mine, and we're going to join Lauren for lunch for Hops and Drop.
I don't know if you guys have had Hops and Drops. I hardly drink at all. I rarely drink, but at Hops and Drops they have a lemon drop that is just so good. So my birthday splurge is I'm going to have a lemon drop. That's my lunch They also have delicious food. Nope, we don't get endorsed by Hops and Drops, but they're very good. We had one right here in Sherwood, which was just like 10 miles from our house. And then they closed it, which was just so rude. But we love them anyway, so we're going to Vancouver to go to Hops and Drops. This lemon drop is actually served in an ice cup. A cup made out of ice. So good. Almost couldn't be better. I can't think of a single thing they could do to make it taste better. And
last time she offered to share with her daughter, and her daughter didn't get any.
Well, my daughter shouldn't be drinking. I was just taking care of my kid, honey.
Uh-huh.
I did give her a sip, by the way. That's what she got, was one sip. Okay, give it back. So good. Yes. So we've been really stretching this birthday celebration. We're still going to go to a steakhouse for Bryce's birthday. It's a Brazilian steakhouse. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
So we're going to go to a Brazilian steakhouse for Bryce's birthday. Check it out before Jordan and Jake come back for Jake's birthday and see if that's where we want to take him. That's our excuse for going. We don't need much of an excuse. It's supposed to be pretty good, though. So Lauren recommended it to us. We'll have to see whether we're going to let her attend that one, too. She's not any the worse for wear for being deprived of part of my lemon drop. Okay, glue bottles. Need some glue. Yeah. Now I need some pins. Here are my pins. And I have a bunch of them. Yeah, they're there. I keep them over here in front of the stand so I will know where they are. Of course, I still can't find them, as evidenced by having to move everything to look for them. Anyway, so yeah, we're making this birthday stuff just last and last and last. But why not? Okay, I didn't explain what I was doing there, but I was just attaching the A's to the A's, the B to the B, the C to the C, and the D to the D. That gets me my basic stage. And now I'm putting glue on the F and the E over here. Well, this glue bottle's almost empty. And being contrite, I'm gonna move this one out of my way. Grab one that's maybe got a little bit more glue in it. This doesn't feel like it has any more than the last one. But I have more glue bottles I can use over here. I have like 5 of them lined up on my desk now. So yeah, we're having fun things. Having a really fun birthday. You making me coffee, honey?
No.
What are you doing? Well, you're moving over there so you can rest your blanket on the table.
No, I'm fixing my shoe.
You're doing what?
Fixing my shoe.
Fixing his shoe. Okay. You're right. F goes on F. So I'm folding the little tab now. When you glue this one, don't do what I did last night. And I was fooling around and I put glue all the way across this strip. You put glue all the way across this strip, it wants to stick to the back. So don't do that. You only want glue on the tabs. See, I make all these mistakes so you don't have to. You're welcome. This is so pretty color. Ooh, love it. Love this color. no surprise at all why I started with this one. Now, one of the things you do get with hot off the press kits that's maybe just the slightest bit annoying is you get these nibs, but you can usually take those off with your fingernail, or you can sand them off. But it's no big deal. It just, there we go. There's our card base. Quick and easy. Now we're going to pop out our items for this card. We have our beautiful gilded cage. And we have our bird. We have our we have another bird. You may have extra pieces. It's okay. Do our birthday greetings. Let's see. To a special friend. I've got some layering pieces that I can use to give it even more dimension.
Say hi to Kim.
Hey, Kim. How are you? Okay. Alrighty. We have one more piece that I may want to use, so pop that out. Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Irene, you and I are always just right on the purple, aren't we? Okay. I'm going to put, let's put our layering pieces on first. So, some little squares here. That's definitely what I found there was little tiny thin squares. I don't want those. Bigger squares. Let's use a piece of tape. So, pop a little piece of this. Oh, she just had a massage. You should be doing great then, huh? I got my acupuncture appointments made. I'm excited about it, a little nervous about it, I have to tell you the truth. Having somebody come after me with a whole bunch of long needles. But I am kind of excited about it because anything that might help with my knee pain is a good thing. So those are coming up. I have my first one on Friday the 13th at 4:30 in the middle of Portland. That was the only time available. I was going to say that was not good planning, but it was the only time I could get in March. So Friday the 13th it was.
It's the only time your chauffeur could take you. Other times to get in.
And where is my other? Okay, I'm losing my mind. There's nothing new about that. But okay, I thought I had two to layer, but I don't. Yes, I do. There's another flower. Bundle somewhere here. Okay, let's start putting it together. Okay, I'm going to put some glue on the front of this piece. And I'm going to tuck this right in behind this second tab. My beautiful bird and my glorious flowers showing.
Take a lemon drop to your acupuncturist.
Oh, wow.
They'll do an exceptionally good job for you. It's not hurt. Debbie had to do it for years.
Okay, thank you for the encouragement, Irene. I'm really rather a coward. You guys have figured that out over time, though. Can be a bit of a coward, but I'm doing it anyway, because anything that will help at this point is a good thing. Okay. So I'm going to put this one over on my back, on the back of my box, the cage. I'm going to get just a little, I could put it on my first tab, but I decided I want to put this one on the back of my box to get even a little bit extra dimension in there. So I'm going to put this so that the bottom of the cage is even with the, I lose part of that pretty gilding on the cage by putting it down in there, but it has to, it should be really close. I've got this much extra clearance in my envelope, but it has to be really close in order to go in the envelope. So I'm going to put my to a very special friend also on my back sheet. Might have to tuck it under my cage just a little, I'm thinking. Well, my bird could go even a little lower. The bird's kind of in the way. I'm going a little lower with that one. Have my put glue all over it and laid it down on my table. I go over as far as I can go with, yeah, it's readable. Okay, so this is what we've got so far. And I'm going to put this flower in front here. Maybe on this one. I can see a lot of this one, so I'm going to put the glue on the back and put it on the front of this tab. You could go either way. Oops. I've moved that enough times it fell off. I decided I needed to do with this one was put it really deep so my friend tab would show. Going as deep as it can. And I'm going to put this flower on the tab in front of my cage. And I'm going to put my happy birthday greetings on the front here. This goes in too. I kept thinking I was missing something. I was. Okay, put that there. So put our birthday banner across the front. This kit is normally like $15, $16, and it makes 8 cards, which is very reasonable. $2 a card is a great price for a really neat card. but it's on sale. Buy one, get one free. So depending on which kits you get, these could be half price. And you can get even more cards. Huh. I'm moving my rows a little bit because it wasn't really showing back there. I'm actually going to move it to the next tab back so it shows a little more. Yeah, I like that better. It shows better. Put flowers in front here. I'm going to put a backward facing bird here. Put a little piece of tape on him too. Dimension, dimension. Okay. Margie and James and Bryce and I, James is Margie's husband, are going to go out to birthday dinner. We're going to birthday dinner and a movie on Saturday. No, Sunday. On Sunday. Oh, today's Saturday, isn't it? Yeah. On Sunday, we're going to go to a really good Italian restaurant that Bryce and I like to go to. And that's going to be fun. And we're going to go see the, what's it called? Something. It's an action movie anyway, kind of a. Yeah. Well, there wasn't much to choose from this week. Movie offerings were a little light. So we're going to go to see that movie. It's got Chris Hemsworth and it's got Mark Ruffalo, and it's got Halle Berry. It should be good. I don't know much about the story, but the acting should be great. We're looking forward to that. Yes, more birthday celebrations. Okay. I could put another bird in if I wanted, but I think it looks a little too busy. I think I'll keep that one out. Okay, here we go. Isn't that fun? And it lays flat to go in the envelope. It's very obvious to your recipient when they pull it out, it pops right back. I think that's so pretty with all the gilding. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So let's set this one aside. We got one more of these to do, and we will have seen all 4 of these. You get 2 each of 4 designs. Happy Frosting Day, this says. And it says, I hope it's sweet. That's fun. So now it's on sale. If you buy 2 of these or you buy 2 kits, it's on sale for roughly $8 for 8 cards. With our free shipping at $39, you don't have to buy much extra to get free shipping too. So it's truly a value kit right now, and it's so cute. Anybody you give this to is going to love it. Gonna love it. Like I said, you don't have to spend an awful lot of time figuring this out. They do have a diagram for the placement of the pieces, although you don't have to follow their diagram. You can kind of do what you want. I'm going to take the center out of this. It says Happy Frosting Day. The center pops out, so you see through it. Okay, and let's get our backer pieces for that. For this one, Kim will like it. It's using bright pink. Bright pink with roses. What more could you ask for, huh? One of these. 2 each of everything in here. Let's pop out our pieces and make that again. Oh. Not a good time to be in Israel. Yes. I think we just need to say a prayer because the world's a little scary right now. Anyway. Have you told us a story before about the 3 pink roses, Kim? I'm thinking there was a story behind that, and I don't recall right now what that was. Okay, Terry, thank you for letting us know. That's the beauty of it. Sometimes I go back and watch these to see if things, just how convoluted or how confused I got everybody. And I like to shoot them on the big screen and big screen TV and watch. It gives a really different. I didn't turn off my phone. But yeah, you can't comment if you're on a TV or a tablet, or it's more difficult anyway. Okay, so I've got my tabs on the ends. I've got my tabs on the inside. I'm just going to match these up to their numbers inside. Tape would have been a better choice because when I start gluing things down to these, the items might pull the glue loose since it takes a minute to dry. Probably would have been better if I had used my tape like I did before. Just a little thought there. Scratching off a couple of those little nibs. And I've got a CD tab. 3 Kims, Kim, Kate, and Kelly. Okay. I kind of thought so, but I wasn't sure. Okay. The 3 pink roses. You have to be smarter than the tape roll if you want to use tape. Finding the end of the roll is a challenge for me this morning. Murdoch Mysteries. Murdoch Mysteries. Oh, the actual Murdoch family. Yeah, it's very weird. Sergeant Gently. I have no idea what Sergeant Gently is. Sergeant Gently. What is that, Irene? Okay. going to attach my tabs inside. Like I said, very, very easy process here to build that beautiful stage. One thing Hot Off the Press always did was they made their specialty cards especially easy to do. Take the scissor blade and take those little nibs off. Sand them down a little. Okay. We need to put on our last one, which
Catherine says she thinks that the Murdoch series is a Canadian series.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I watched a series on one of the channels, I don't know, Netflix or one of those, about the Murdoch family mysteries, and I thought that's what you were talking about. Unfortunately, that's real, so it's really strange. It really is strange. Oh, the Guthrie case. I'm so upset for that family. Just very upset for them. Tell me about George Gently or the Gently series, whatever it is you guys are watching. I'm not familiar with that one. There we go. There's our stage built. Now let's start decorating it. We're going to put our banner, the hope, let's see, no, cross. Huh. Oh, the other one has different words. Okay. I hope it's great. It's going to go down here. So I think we'll put that one right there. Right here in front. Hope it's sweet. It's not hope it's great, it's hope it's sweet. We're going to put our cupcakes on the back shelves. And put one here. I can just see the bottom of the cupcake. And put this other one on the opposite end of the shelf. And we're going to put this great big happy frosting day on the first part of our shelf. That's so cute. This has actually been made so that if you wanted to, you could kind of round that a little bit, I think. I'm going to put this on my first shelf inside the box.
Catherine liked to eat that cupcake.
And I don't want it to be too high because I need to clear the envelope. So I'm going to take it down just a tad. I'm still going to take it down a little bit more. It stands really high. Big old circle. And there we go. I'll take it down like that. There we go. All right. We got our cupcakes in. Let's put some flowers in front. We can go right here and kind of overlap our Hope It's Sweet a little bit. You can go over the side just a little bit because that's going to be the side that lays flat. So I can go over the side of this just a little bit, add some more dimension by doing that. I have a piece, a beautiful bright pink rose that can go get layered on our rose piece there. So nice that she can go to Spain. I love that Elsie's going to get a trip to Spain. And then I have a couple of other little roses that I can layer here. We'll look at all 4 of these cards again. Then we'll move on to kit 2. Come on. My nails are really sharp right now, and I'm having a... It would be a lovely gift box for a friend, wouldn't it? I like this rose because it's about the same size as the one on the front, but it has some foiling on it. I have this little rose piece here. And I'm going to add this to one of my cupcakes. Just a tad. I've got this. Oh, yeah, okay. So that's another rose for a cupcake back there. We'll put this on. I thought that was one piece, and I was trying to figure out how I would best use that. But it's not one piece. It's... And it could go on either one of these cards. I'll look and see if there's anywhere I want that last piece. It's really a fun card to make, I gotta say. No pressure at all included in making this. But sometimes that's what we want, isn't it? That's what I want sometimes. Sometimes I want to sit down and really be challenged. And other times I just want to do something that's easy and fun. And I think this would look good without taking away from anything. I think this would look good in that open space in the ring. That's where I'm going to put it. We'll see what you guys think. So we have this big pink open space. I'm going to put it right back, kind of behind the big cupcake. Let's kind of add some foiling to the back there so we get more dimension. There we go. Happy frosting day. I hope it's sweet. Isn't that cute? I love that. Love that. Actually, I really like that piece back there too. So we got happy frosting day. You get 2 of these. We have our birthday greetings. It's to a very special friend. Birthday greetings with our gilded cage. Beautiful. And then we stuck these back in the envelopes again. We have our forest scene. This is the one where I put, it's no longer glue, but it's dry glue, but it's still tacky. I put glue on the back of the front piece and it's a little bit prone to sticking there. Actually what I need to do is get my powder bag out, which I happen to have right here. And I'm going to put a little powder over that sticky spot. This is my embossing magic pillow. Helps take the static out when you want to put embossing powder down. And that powder will take care of that sticky problem. There's my forest scene, and this one says, have a happy birthday. Delight in the little things. I don't know, I think if I saw that many critters to me, that would be a big thing. And that would make me very happy. And then we have our seashore. See you at the seashore. It says, you are my anchor. Thanks. One beautiful thank you card, one all occasion. Oh no, and 3 birthday cards, I guess. 2 birthdays. Beautiful. Okay, you get to make 2 of each of these. Let's put these away. And let's see if my powder trick worked. Okay, because it was getting stuck there. Look, now it's fine. Just took care of the adhesive. That's a good trick to know too. Use anytime you get adhesive where you don't want it and something feels sticky, just get your powder bag out. You don't have a powder bag, use a little baking soda. You can.
Cornstarch.
Cornstarch, okay. Powder, fine powder, whichever way you go. Bryce says cornstarch is better. I'm not a baker.
Baby powder.
Huh?
Baby powder.
Baby powder. Most of us don't have a lot of that around anymore. And see how nice these lay down? These will mail well, guys. In fact, they don't even have any. I think they'll get through them without extra postage. I'm not certain, but I believe they will. And they just tuck right into your envelopes. I had that one little piece left over. I had an extra bird. And I think we'll put the bird on our envelope. This one might, because I have a lot of, this one might be a little bit more lumpy because I have a lot of foam tape. It's not too bad. And we got the last one for our gilded cage. We'll fold this up and put it in here. And I think we'll put that extra little bird on the front. Why not? If you're going to put things on the front, I generally advise it be glued down really, really well, or that it be a hand deliverable. I have my glue bottles in the classroom identified with washi tape so people don't accidentally walk away with them. Not that anybody would take it on purpose. Our people are so honest, but it's very easy to, if the glue bottles all look alike, to stash one with your stuff. And pretty soon I have no glue bottles in the classroom, so started putting washi tape on them. Okay, That's called the movable stage cards. Center stage foiled movable cards. And they are really fun to make. So we're finished with that one. Hopefully I won't have any mistakes. I need my powder bag for. I'll put that away. And now let's get out our second kit for the day. I knew that wouldn't take long to do. Get out our second kit for the day and get out our gorgeously gilded foiled Artful card kit. Gilding, it's kind of the story of the day, isn't it? So one of the things I wanted to do when I was creating last night was to create some cards that were more than just putting the pieces on, punching the toppers and making the cards. I could absolutely do that. And with this gilding and stuff, they would carry that really well. But I just wanted to do some extra little things, like I've got my strip down this side, and then I don't know how much you see it on camera, but in person, these really show. I took just one little square and I cut it on an angle, and I made two corners for these. So I have the solid on one side and the corners on the other. I like that. This one, as I told you, this one had a story. I cut my paper too small. Now what can I do? And I decided what I would do is cut my paper all up in little squares and just build a background out of it. And I liked it. I like it a lot. And then I don't know how much you see them on camera, but I put some purple rhinestones by Hunky Dory on here. And the rhinestone kit has like 3 different colors of purple. And I put some on the little vines down here, and they really show in person. I don't know how much they show on camera, but that was when I cut my paper too small. The piece of paper I cut too small also included this one. So I put a border up here, and my paper was just the right size then. And I thought this was fun with the border on the top to put a little border on the bottom. I like the way the little birdie flowers play on this one. It's empty inside, as my cards so often are. And then this one, using matching paper inside and outside with the toppers. I thought that was really pretty. And I used quite a few rhinestones around on here. Again, they don't show much on camera, but they sure do in person. You see all the little light reflecting around from the rhinestones in person. So those are my 4 cards I did last night. Don't know what we're going to come up with today, but let's just do it. Because these are toppers. These are more like what you're used to from Hunky Dory. You get toppers and you get backer sheets. I had a few little scraps of paper on my table, and I decided to use my scraps up by putting borders on either side and using this green piece that otherwise would be yes, when life gives you lemons, make lemon drops. Exactly, Kim. So I decided that I could salvage that green paper by putting some more of my just little scraps. Cut my little scrap papers too. You find gatefolds difficult to create. That surprises me, Catherine. It's usually not bad to create a gatefold. Maybe we'll do one here, see if we can make it easier for you. Okay, this is a 2-piece topper. And I could either, if I want extra dimension, it is cut all the way around. I thought for a second they had designed that to do something else. I can either put my frame up on some tape and then put my image in the middle, or I can put my frame flush down and I could put my image up on some tape. I think we'll do that because this frame, if I raise this frame, it has these little pieces that could get bent easily. So I think I'm going to go for putting this down flush to the card. We'll do a gatefold next, Catherine. I think I still have some nice toppers there for a gatefold. And we'll now you can make these just like Hunky Dory. You can make these cards in any size you want to, so it does not include envelopes in this kit or card bases. You use your own card bases and envelopes because you can do anything you want with it. Oh, I'm going to show you a very easy way. I'm going to show you my favorite way to do it. I think I might even put a double layer of foam tape. Let's be daring, shall we? Let's be daring. Put a double layer of foam tape on here. Don't go anywhere, Catherine, because I have got the perfect plan for you for how to do this. Don't go anywhere. Well, if I could do it, it has to be idiot proof. Oh. This is pretty. Yeah, 2 big layers of. And I definitely think we have to hand deliver this one since I put 2 big layers of paper. That looks pretty just like that, but I think we have to adorn with a few rhinestones, don't you? I mean, sometimes things just have to be done. And I'm thinking I love that purple, that red purple, but I also love that dark purple. What do you guys think? Dark purple or reddish purple? Here's the dark purple. I think that's very, very striking. And here's the reddish purple. Reddish purple really stands out more, but boy, that is pretty, isn't it? What do you guys think? We could even use light ones if we want to. These Hunky Dory sheets with all the different sizes and all the different colors really are neat to have because you find you need little tiny ones, you need medium-sized ones, and sometimes you want big ones. Anybody got a vote on the rhinestone adding? Look around at my stuff and see if there's any greeting that I wish to use on here. I may use one off of one of my other greeting packs, just a simple greeting, because their greetings tend to be really big here. What I could do, though, is put my greeting on the inside, and that would be fun. Oh, I like this one. I'm going to use this one right here. And I noticed that I had just a little piece of my border left over here. That's always my fun challenge, making cards, is that I want to see if I can use all the pieces. I like the dark. Catherine voted. Anybody else going to vote? I'm going to move this up a little bit. It would look really good right in the middle, but I'm going to put it up a little bit so that I can have room for a signature down there. Reddish. We have a vote for reddish and we have a vote for dark purple. Need more votes, guys. We have a tie right now. One dark, one reddish. Who's going to break the tie? Great Big Roses likes the darker ones. I think we're going there because we have a tiebreaker. I like both. I even like the lighter ones, but I think that I like this just hello inside. Isn't that fun? And I wanted to point out when I'm doing this, it's not big enough. It's not big enough. This piece of ribbon wasn't big enough to go all the way across. So I just cut it in half. And if it doesn't show, it doesn't have to be there. So I'm going to put my hello right in the middle. Okay. I'm going to glue this down. I could put foam tape behind this, but I kind of like not to put foam tape inside my cards. I like the inside to be pretty flat. That's just a personal preference. You could do whatever you want. There are your cards. You can create in any way you like. There we go. Oh, let's get these stones on here then. Okay. I'm going to use 3 big ones. That's also something I don't usually do, but this topper is kind of weighty. So I think that having 3 of these larger stones would look really good. I could have used, if I'd chosen to, if I wanted it to be a little bit more delicate, I could have used 1 of the larger ones and 2 of the mediums instead of 3 big ones. But because the topper is just a little bit weighty, not that that's a bad thing, you just have to compensate for it. There we go. There we go. All right. So we have finished our 5th card. Now we're going to do a gatefold card. Let me find a good topper for a gatefold. This is a marvelous one for a gatefold. Maybe we should use that. Just want to know all my choices, though. I have 2. Oh, yeah. And there's another sheet of toppers here. Yeah, I definitely think this will be our... Well, this is actually really good, too. Look at this big heart. That big heart is really good. Which one? Heart or that one? Let's see. I don't know. I'd have to make 2. Okay. So I've got that big heart. That's going to be beautiful. And we'll pick out our papers after we pick our card base. I think all kinds of card bases I got out here. Let's see what we want to make. Oh, now this could be really interesting. But I have to change toppers if I use this one. But I really like that black. Okay, we're going to make one out of black too. In the meantime, I think we'll make one out of... I'm going to use a 5x5. I think this is a 5x5 card. Could be a 6x6. No, it's not. It's smaller. Maybe 5.5. Okay. Now, if you're using a card blank that isn't already scored, then you would need to find your center mark. But if you're using a card that's already scored, Catherine, don't fold it again on the, use the score line as your guide, but don't fold it again on that guide. And take your edge and fold it right to the score line. You can put a ruler under it, Kim. Put a ruler right underneath when you put your gems on. Okay. Now I want you to go to the other side, and I want you to fold it in to where it touches the first one. You don't really care how it goes up against the score line in the back, because that's not really our issue. I want it to go smack dab up against the fold line we just, the center that we just created, and you have an absolutely perfect gatefold card. Now, if this bothers you in the back, I have a couple suggestions. One is, if we cover the inside of the card, which I almost always do, it's going to help reinforce that that's one piece. But if it's still bugging you, you can just take another piece of cardstock and put on the inside there and cover that. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. Depends on how, if it's a really super special wedding card or something, then I probably would take the extra time to put an extra piece of cardstock in it. But I don't think I have to do that. Look at this. I have this nice little piece of paper that's going to fit very nicely out of my scraps. Let's use that, shall we? Paper cutter. Didn't even have to get out my cutter for my first card. Okay, so I am going to. Oh, I had a paper cutter up there too. It's a little smaller. I might use that one instead. Okay, but I'm trying to find out exactly how big my card is. Okay, it is 5 1/4 inches. So I'm going to cut my paper to 5 by 5. Have this nice little piece of paper left. So 5 by 5. Oh, we're going to actually make a second one because I saw something else I just have to do in a gatefold. So we're going to have 2, Catherine. Okay. And then I have a nice little border around it on the inside. And I'm reinforcing. See, the other thing I can do is put some glue right down that center. A little string of glue down the center line. So it's catching both sides, and that's going to help reinforce where that score line was. It's unnecessary. So it's going to catch the paper on both sides and just make it stiffer there. That's how I make a gatefold card. Very, very easy to do. And if you have a pre-scored card, there's no measuring. So there we go. I'm going to place my paper in. Now see, we get a beautiful close on our card because when you fold the first time, you're establishing what the center line is going to be. And then when you fold the second time, you're pushing it up to the first line. So you always get a nice center. Okay, what are we going to put on the outside of this? I have this very bright red, which actually could be pretty. I'm not sure I have enough of it to go. Do I have 10 inches? I don't have 10 inches. Let's see. Do I have enough to do both sides? I think I do. How's that look together? I think that actually looks pretty good. Let's do that. We're going to cut our pages. I'm going to leave a little border around here. I don't want to leave as big as I left on the inside. Let me get my little paper cutter out here. Tonic. Okay, so each one of my sides on this is 3 1/2. What's that? 3 5/8. No, it's not. It's 2 5/8. 2 5/8. I'm going to cut these to 2 1/2, and I think that's going to be about the right distance. Leave a little bit of a border for myself. And then I know that my cards are five inches. It's 5, huh? No, it's 5 1/4. It's 5 1/4 the other way too. So I'm going to cut these to 5 1/8. 5, and then 8. And 5, and then 8. Now let's see if my math was right. This one is a tonic cutter. I have to have 2 paper cutters. One of them's a rotary cutter, which I use for almost everything, and this one happened to have been a Tim Holtz cutter that I was using. But this one is from Tonic Studios, and it's a lay down cutter, and this is probably the kind most of you have, where you're laying the blade over the top. You have to have one of those because you want it for when you're cutting apertures and things. It's much easier to use for that than a rotary cutter is. Okay, let's put these. Yep, that's going to be the perfect size right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put some glue down on here. I think glue's a better adhesive for this kind of an operation than tape is, because tape is so permanent. The second you stick it down, it's stuck. With glue, you've got a little bit of wiggle room, which will allow me to move this slightly to get my borders right where I want them to be. Sometimes you still have to lift it just a little. And I want that center border to be just a little less wide. I'm going to pick that up, move it just a little. Can't do that with a quick tack glue or with tape. You can, but you risk tearing your paper. Although once I moved it, then it wasn't sticky anymore. Let's put another little line of glue in here. Okay, what I was going for there is I wanted a little less on the inside. There we go. Get a little border on each side. There we go. All right, now I'm going to put this one with my pattern towards the outside on here. I need to look for a really good saying for the inside. I saw a beautiful gilded love. That would be a good one for the inside here. Okay, so we get our little lines around. Or when we put on our when we're doing a gatefold card, we only want half of it to stick because it needs to be able to open. So I'm going to keep my adhesive to the left-hand side of my topper. Could be on foam squares if I wanted it to be. Sometimes I get fancy schmancy and glue a piece of coordinating paper on the side of the tab that shows on the side of the. That's if I want to be fancy schmancy. I want to put this so that the center of my heart and the tip of the heart are on my seam. Now, let's look at our punch-out sheets again. We stashed conveniently under the other drawer. Let's see what we want this to be. Your dreams are waiting for you. Make a wish. Thank you. You make me do my happy dance. I'm glad you're my friend. This one intrigues me. I've got this love. It's written in these beautiful foiled letters. What if I punch this out? Again, hot off the press has pretty decent die cutting, but it's not like it's not like Hunky Dory. It's a little harder to get out than Hunky Dory, but it's not bad. I'm going to punch the centers of these letters out. Then we need to experiment a bit. I'm considering whether I want this love to be on the inside of my card or whether I want to cover my heart with it. Good to see you, Kim. Thanks for stopping by to see us. We'll see you again on the other side. So, do this, get all those little pieces out, and we have this beautiful love. So, what if, what I'm curious about is, what if I put that love in the center of the heart? We might lose some detail. I don't know. Might lose too much detail. That's one choice. On the outside, I think it looks good, but we do lose some of the detail from the love, or we could, because this looks like a wedding card or an anniversary card, we could put the love on the inside where it really is showcased, and we could look and see if there's a topper that we want for the outside. I don't know if I did that. Is there a different topper I want? This one says all you need is love. I don't agree with that, by the way. I think kids get married sometimes thinking all they need is love. No, you need groceries and you need all kinds of things. I don't like that when it's too big. I could put another little heart here. I don't need to put anything on this beautiful topper, obviously, but you have to experiment and see what you want. I actually think that little heart looks pretty good there. Or I could layer some flowers. What do you guys think? On the inside? Inside. Okay. I gotcha. I hear you. Put it on the inside. What about, those are beautiful flowers, though. I think I need to leave that alone. Okay, let's put the love on the inside. And then I want to do another card because I have an inspiration. Oh, scary, huh? And we still got lots of time to make one more. I think we'll just make one more since I came in with 4 samples. We make 3 in class. That's 7 cards there. And 2 of the others. So, we'll have a nice group of samples for today, though. Love. Yeah, we can't have that beautiful love head, can we? Now, one thing about that gilded is that any glue at all is going to show on that mirror board. It's not going to dry glue or dry clear on the mirror board, so I need a little wet wipe to come in and pick up my little glue smear, dry that off. Now it looks beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. I have one more thing I want to do. I want to add some rhinestones to the center of these little emblems coming down, these little red spots. And I'm going to draw that purple back in, and actually these are the perfect size to go inside those. These, I have enough of them though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I think I'm. Nope, I can't go with that one because I don't have enough of these. Do I have 7? I do have 7 of these reddish ones though, which I think will work. Let's try that. See what we think. Sometimes these adhesive rhinestones, it pays to put a little dot of glue under them because sometimes the adhesive pulls off part way when you lift it up. Yeah, I think this is going to work just fine. It's an interesting choice of colors to have this red purple with the red, but it actually looks pretty good. So I'll put a little dot there. These rhinestones on over the little dots of glue. I have this little partial one up here. I think what I'll do is put a little tiny stone in that one, so it doesn't look like it's been forgotten, but it doesn't hang off the edge either. I'm liking that a lot, guys. Oops. Gatefold. Oh, I like that. That's a good idea, Glenn. He says put that. Oh, that's nice. I love that. Glenn says put that little heart you had on the inside next to the love. And I adore that. That looks terrific. Perfect. Thank you, my friend. I love that. Look there. Isn't that pretty? Perfect touch. There we go. There's our gatefold card. Let's do another gatefold. And I know Catherine usually can't stick around too awfully long because it's late there, but I want to do one more quick gatefold. Oops. That's an envelope. I'm not going to get far with that. Okay. So these are already pre-folded gatefolds. The technique I showed you last time works especially well if it's not been pre-folded. But let me just show you what I would do. All right, here we go. I got my scored card. This is a very heavy card, by the way. This is a 300 GSM card. I'm going to lay it right on top of my fold line there. And gently push it out. Now, the heavier the card is, unless it's adorable scoreable, the heavier the card is, the more likely the card is to feather or crack, which is one of the things that makes adorable scoreable perfect for these jobs. Now, when I make the other side of my card, so this one's going to be a little more challenging just because of the one I chose. I want to gently push that out, sometimes pushing from the inside. So I'm going to stick my finger in it. Sometimes pushing a little from the inside helps you get that crease. You could also use a scoreboard, obviously. but that kind of defeats my purpose of saying I want you to fold one side in and then bring the other side to meet it. So we've got that. And this one is going to have a pretty conspicuous crease in the middle. So I'm going to take, in this case, just in the interest of time, I'm going to take another one of my cards here. Now, normally what I would do is just grab a piece of black cardstock, but I don't want to take the time to get up and get that. I'm going to take another piece of cardstock and put right inside here, and then I'm going to have a very firm hold on the gatefold. I cut it just a little bit smaller than the card. I'm so close to running out of glue. And I'm going to put it right inside here, glue it down. And now I've got a very firm, beautiful card. And the fact that there was a line there makes no difference at all. So there's my gatefold. When you're using a really heavy cardstock, it's just a little bit more challenging. And a scoreboard could probably come in pretty handy at a time like that. Now, this is the one I wanted to do on the black, because that's going to be dramatic looking. I like that. Okay, what color do we want to use? Let's see what we have in our color choices. So I've got a bunch of colors right here too. Okay. I do love that turquoise color. I keep going to that. Not so much in favor of the brown. Well, this actually could be really cool if it happens that will show. I have that little bird. And he's not going to show. I was thinking that if the bird showed in the corner here, I would use that one. But it's not going to show. I do have this really interesting orange. Actually, I kind of like that. Let's one more. Hold up. Love this too. I always love that green. That green just speaks to me. I think, well, I'm never going to have a hard time using the green, but the orange is going to be particularly appropriate for this one. So I think I'm going to go with that. I cut her back over here. We'll cut her pieces. You are more than welcome, Catherine. Okay, let's see. How big is our card? Bryce is always reminding me I have a gauge right here. Card's 5 1/4. I'm gonna go 5 1/8. No. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna go 5 1/8 for the inside. Let's see. Just thinking about the layout of my paper and how to get the most out of it. 5 1/8 will not go twice that way, but 5 1/8 would go twice this way. I can get 2 pieces. I should be able to get 2, both the face and the inside out of this. There's my inside piece. This orange looks yummy against that. It's kind of a salmon color, really. It looks pretty against the black, though, doesn't it? Yeah, that's a nice fit. Made it just a little smaller. on the inside so you can still have your margins. And it will fit without buckling inside. You want it to be a nice fit, so make it just a little bit smaller inside. My cages right side up. It's a nice fit. Good. Okay. Now we're going to put some of this on the outside, and we're back to, I think we're going to make these 2 and I'm going to go to 2 and 5/8. Right, that can work. Now, to get that 2.5, I go to just barely over 2.5 because I can get two pieces out of it. Then they should be the same size, and they are. Okay. Oh, this is longer than I thought it would be. I thought I cut it. I only cut one of them, I guess. The 5 1/8. Let's cut these to 5 1/8. All right. I like the way that looks. That looks great. So I'm going to put this down here. Boy, I need more glue. This is ready to go. Knocking things on the floor. Trying to, anyway. All right. Come on. I have glue coming out of here, but it's barely coming out. Need some refilled glue bottles over here. You can see how hard I'm squeezing this bottle to go out. I don't have that much further to go. Just hang in there with me. Okay. You see that? That extra piece I put down on the inside, hanging down just a tiny bit on the bottom. I don't like that, so I'm making that go away. There we go. Oh, that's pretty. I'm going to put this one down. I like this with the black. Yes, here in the US we're ridiculous, and it does cost a little bit more to send square cards. It's stupid. I know it probably has something to do with the settings of their machines and stuff, but Still seems silly. Oh, I think I finally got this glue working. Okay. Come up here. Just a little bit. Here's our outside. We got these beautiful flowers on here. And we have to figure out what we're going to put on the inside of this one. We can do anything we want. There's a one that's got black. What's it say? Wishing you a speedy recovery? That would be a good one, wouldn't it? A speedy recovery would be good. Let's see what I have on the other one just to make sure I don't have something I like better. I think I want the speedy recovery because it's got the black on it. So let's do that. I also see some layering flowers here that would be fun to use. So, and I saw a little bird that matches. We'll go with Glenn's thought again and bring in one of our pieces of art too. I like that. That was a good idea. Now this glue bottle's working just in time for us to be done. Work and work at it. Then when it's time to be done, it works fine. Wouldn't you just figure? I think I like it a little higher. Like that. I'm going to glue this halfway on. And I'm going to put the glue on the left-hand side. I want it to be centered over I have, see, I have just a tiny bit of glue coming through, which I don't want there. So take that off. My baby wipe while it's wet. There we go, that's pretty. Now let's see what we can do with some of these layering flowers. This one doesn't match. This one doesn't really either. Okay, well let's go to our flower packets and see if we have anything fun that will bring this all into. We'll get our gems and our flowers. See what we can do here. It might be fun to kind of offset a couple of flowers here. What would happen if we put one of these roses here? Maybe one of our butterflies up here. Butterflies have two layers, so you can separate the wings and make them more dimensional. Like that. Now, let's get a little bit of rhinestone on here. And put one in the loopy up here. I used the dark ones this time. And put one in the loopy down here. In the center of that circle. And then I think I want to scatter a few of these the little ones. Don't want them to be too uniform. Kind of combining the red based ones and the dark ones. Here we go. Speedy recovery. Blue flower needs another flower. Might be able to put a little in the blue flowers there. Blue flower needs. Oh, so you want another flower besides the butterfly? I think I get what you're saying. Okay. Oops. Okay. And I could still put a butterfly on. I just need to put it in a place where I'll put it on the topper. Oh, 2 blue flowers together. That's what he wants. Actually, I like that a lot, Glenn. The 2 blue flowers together. And maybe we need to go back with our butterfly over here. Yeah, I think that looks better. Okay. I just used every one of my little gems. But that's okay. That's why I had them here. Okay, we're done. Speedy recovery. Let's take a look at what we've done today. Uh-oh. Oh. What did I do? I just folded it wrong. Let's see. Okay. So just FYI, the little handmade flowers that I used on these cards are they're CR8848, and then the last digit varies depending on what color they are. This is 8. CR8848, and then the last digit varies based on the color. So this one was 8. This one is 0. And this one is on the package. Oh, this one's CR88496. So last 2 digits can vary, I guess. But these are those little handmade flowers by Little Birdie. They're very inexpensive. I used the purple rhinestones from Huggy Dory. I know we all have a lot of rhinestones in our stashes. So, okay, here we go. This card kit is on sale for 2 for 1 And I have a lot of, it says it'll make 8 cards. I can tell you guys. Let's see what I have left. I have 6 cards right here. And here's the toppers I have left. I have these, a lot of sentiments. Some of these sentiments can go inside my cards. I have another big topper here. I have another big topper here and here. So there's plenty of toppers in this set, I think, to make at least 10 cards. And then I still have lots of paper left. Of course, I was sparing with my paper, and I used every little scrap of it. But I still have full sheets of paper left. I have 4.5 sheets of my background paper left, and then some nice size scraps to use. So there's plenty of stuff here. So let's look at our cards from this set. Here's this one. You are truly wonderful. This one are birds. Their love inside. We have our Z-fold card. We have our paper piece. I just used scraps of my paper to make the background for this. This one actually goes like this. We have our hello inside. This one with my 2 borders. Didn't put anything inside there yet. I might before I step away. We have our wish card, and we have our one we just did. That's a nice stack of cards there. We have 6 cards there. We have 4 cards done from the other set. That's a total of 10. And these kits are half price, or basically they're buy one, get one free. So don't miss that. There's lots of fun to be had with these. These are, I'm going to just tell you, I think these are a little bit more challenging to design with because the toppers and the greetings are so big. But it actually adds kind of an interesting element of challenge to this particular pack, and I'm enjoying that. I think that's fun to just do different things, you know. So there we go. We will be back on Wednesday for What's New Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Try and tune in on time because we haven't had big displays to go through, so we've ended early. So don't hesitate to come in a little early for that. If you haven't already hit the thumbs up, please do that. It makes me feel good, and it makes sure that YouTube knows that you're enjoying what you're seeing here. And leave a comment. Mary R. will be happy you left a comment, and once a month she does a drawing from all the comments left. One for Saturday and one for Wednesday, and she sends out happy grams to the lucky winners. So to do that, just hit that refresh button up in the corner of your screen, and then then it will bring up the comment section as soon as we're off the air. I think that's it for now. Thank you, Glenn, for your input. It was very useful and timely, so I appreciate that very much. And for all of you who stepped in and voted on things, I love that. And thanks for the good conversation. So we will see you next week for crafting time at 11 a.m. Pacific time. For now, this is Debbie with Simply Special Crafts saying good night, Gracie.